Hi Gemini, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of May 2026. Travel plans in May, Gemini. Thinking about what you've got your hand on. Oh, indecision. So yeah, there's some kind of decision making going on in May. Let's see what that's about. I feel like it may be connected to something overseas. It may not be plans to travel. It may be something to do with the internet or something to do with overseas. Or it's something that you can't see, something that you don't have the foresight for because you don't have the information. But the information is coming, certainly. And maybe information coming about a mother figure position, something to do with her position, or her independence, or her stature. Someone who's like in a strong boss-like position. Empress. And it's to do with long-term financial stability or a long-term goal. It could be long-term work, something that's in the future, or some kind of investment. So it might be someone's estate planning or something like that. It might be your estate planning, Gemini. You planning your estate? That's awesome. So I feel like there's some kind of indecision over news that comes in from let's say an elder, feminine energy, or an advisor around long-term financial structure. Could be to do with a structure like a house structure or a building or assets, something like that. So the commitment to it, or there may be some kind of legal document or foreign policy that affects that. And or maybe some kind of differences in culture to do with who agrees, or some kind of blessing, or who gets what. So but I feel like that through the authorities there is some kind of decisive offer. Ooh. I feel like the offer comes at a cost. There's something connected to it that may be to do with travel, a connection. Tell me about this, devil. The Gemini for the highest good. Ooh. It may be that in order for you to accept an offer, that something has to be something bad, or bad's a silly word, isn't it? Something unfavorable, or some kind of habit, something needs to be cut out or stopped, like completely stopped. I feel like that could be an addiction, or yeah, some kind of habit. Or a way, it could be a way of thinking, it could be a fearful way of thinking needs to be cut out. And then to assess from a practical, grounded perspective. Cards being really slow this month. So I hope you're enjoying this mellow time with me, just listening to cards shuffle. It is quite a mellow process, isn't it? And I know there's a lot of fast-paced craziness out there. So thank you for being mellow with me, man. Oh, so it may be something to do with whatever you're being told about, connected to the feminine or the long-term planning or investments. Something connected to that. With something being finished or cut out and you assessing it, it affects what you can hold on to and causes some kind of disappointment. It may be like to do with division or who's involved. And it could be a family affair here. I think it's something to do with family. And there may be 3 things. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, 7 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there'll be 3 things that get left out or taken away, taken out of the equation, or that you miss out on. But there's 2 left standing, and there's also the 4 that you do have, the stability that you do have. So for yourself. Ooh. Oh wow, for some of you, this is actually reading like it's reading like divorce. Or some kind of split up due to differences. Maybe differences in culture or ways of doing things, or it could be difference in age or maturity or way things are handled. And I heard this, the change is necessary. And whatever information comes in does leave you in a temporary flump. But then also you have a lot to think about and a lot to sacrifice with that new information and that decision. And it feels like the decision of choosing yourself, Taurus. Well, Taurus, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Gemini. I know you're Gemini, sorry. That was weird that came out. But you have got the Empress here. And the Hierophant. So some of you are dealing with a Taurus. So I guess after figuring out your way forward. It's possible that the person that you were or are involved with in May is or can be manipulative, or can misconstrue or take things in a different manner, or that they show a certain side or a certain face to get a certain result, and they may have some immature ways about them. And there may be some kind of offer that they're bringing but it's not substantial enough, and so it may take more time, or there may be something in the timing, or more study is needed to figure out how to handle and negotiate your situation. And then that in itself is causing some kind of split. There's something about threes, or three being gone, three being knocked down, three being taken out. So interesting. Even on the cards that are not three, like the 5, I'm drawn to the 3. So 3 is going to be a significant number for you in May. And even on the 8 of Swords, the 3 swords are to the one side. So there is something that's getting divided, something divisive, that may feel very mentally restrictive for you and disappointing. But Gemini, you're brilliant, and you've overcome and got through worse than this. You're very resilient, and I feel like there's something else going on though. Let's say Justice. Okay, so yeah, there may be something in the courts. Maybe let me know in the comments what's going on for you, and please like the video. It helps other people find it, and it helps make it worthwhile that I put these out for free. And I appreciate you watching and spending the time with me. Crystal Spirit, vibration, frequency, acceleration. So through these challenges, you can use crystals to clear your energy and clear your space, clear your head, and that will really help. It will help unbind your mental process. So call upon the crystals. And number 1 and number 5. So initiating and making change. 5, 15, 1, 5 is 6. So that's overcoming something challenging, and knowing that you can get through this. You have the tools that you need to get through this. You can find a way. So I'm going to give you an oracle of the hidden worlds. Apparently I'm giving you 2. Maybe that's why it was taking so long. You get resurrection. Ooh, so resurrection. Obviously the classic is something coming back from the dead, but I feel like that there's aspect to what happens in May, that you may actually meet someone that looks very similar or acts very similar to the person who, or the thing that's being cut out. So, for example, if you had a close friend or someone who was a drug addict who's been cut out, you might then meet someone who looks exactly it might not be the same person, but looks exactly the same, for example, or maybe someone who just acts similar, and you're like, oh, I bet they're on such and such a drug because they're acting the same. So it's almost like this is giving you insight into behavioral patterns. So that might be, I think that's helpful for someone to know. Come back, rebirth, renewal. So you are going through a rebirth and a renewal, and you are cleansing yourself in May with the crystal spirits, light priestess, galactic wisdom, cosmic ritual. So it will help you to use crystals and create some kind of ritual around cleansing, so that you don't hold on to or take this energy with you moving forwards. And you may be completely renewing yourself, I feel, Gemini, and shape-shifting and coming into your own renewed alignment, like your new power, and recognizing that whatever has happened, though it's disappointing you, or it's disappointed, maybe it will in May, it's bringing you a different perspective of yourself. Wow, that's cool. Like that. And yeah, overcoming something. See what animal card I get for you. Crow. Oh my god, that's beautiful, with the light priestess as well, because crows, like the in-between worlds birds, they remind us of the magic of life. And this one has a colourful egg, so reminding you to magically play. So there's a lot of purple in these cards, apart from the crow one, which has got all the other colours. But all three, like the crystal spirit, the light priestess, and resurrection, they all have heavy purple. So that's to do with your connection with spirit. So you may have some kind of spiritual epiphany with the Hanged Man as well in May. And you've got number 32, which is 5, resurrection, which is number of change. So that's the change coming in for you, which I feel like you are creating the change, even though it's disappointing. The light priestess, number 6. So after the 5, after the change, you've overcome, you've moved to the 6. So you're going to do it. You're going to do it this month, Gemini. So I'm on Team Gemini. Do it. You can get through this, and you have crow energy to help you along, keep you happy and in a jovial disposition and flying to new heights. So please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next month.